We're here at the Magic Kingdom for our 10th day. We're just going to be here for a couple hours, and then we're going to either head back to the resort, Disney Springs or something. Hopefully meet up with some friends. So we're just going to play it by ear and not go too hard today. I think we're going to try and hit Space Mountain first, and then we'll see what happens the rest of the day. It looks a little crowded here today.
Everybody comes out like President and CEO of this company as well. Go to the right. Okay.
You have to ride the People Mover. Can you really ever get enough People Mover? I don't think so. I still am waiting for my opportunity to ride in the lounge car of the People Mover too. No luck yet. With all the outrage of Stitch going seasonal and freaking people out, do you want to ride Stitch before it goes seasonal or goes away?
No, I do not.
She's not the least bit concerned about Stitch going away. How about Ellen's Energy Adventure? That may be going away soon. Guardians of Ellen's Energy Galaxy Adventure. Do you want to ride that before it goes away?
Only in the middle of the day when I'm tired and hot. Is that something I would consider?
So just for nap purposes.
Just for napping.
We're gonna go ride this little baby, the People Mover. Some may call it the Tomorrowland Transit Authority. But for those of us who've been riding it since it was built, it will always be known as the Wedway People Mover.
Please step carefully onto the moving platform and step into the car.
Wonders of our world, Space Mountain. Blast design, laughter thereafter, and Monsters Incorporated. So drop in and join Mike Wazowski and all his pals at Monsters Incorporated Laugh Floor. Share the fun. Highway in the sky. Sit back,
So we rode Buzz Lightyear just now, and I was winning. My blaster was working. But then at the last room or two, my blaster stopped blasting. And she passed me. And it's so sad because I was gonna beat her again, but the blaster stopped working. It is
Never gonna happen.
And I just got a plea, Disney, please fix the blasters. Don't let people like me who get 100% of the targets get screwed over because the blasters aren't working. It's really messed up my day. I'm feeling bad now. And I think, I don't know, it could ruin the vacation. It could. And this mockery over here, this mockery does not help the situation. Does not. I may need to calm my nerves with some ice cream or a large pastry or something. You know what else is stressing me out? There's no crane here today. How am I supposed to enjoy Cinderella's crane if they keep taking it out all the time? I want to get excited about the storyline where Cinderella refurbs the castle, and I can't because they keep taking out the crane. They're removing a piece of scenery, a piece of the detail that makes it magical. Now it's just like any other day at Cinderella's castle. You know, oh yeah, it's Tuesday, whatever. It's not nearly as exciting as Saturday, the day that Cinderella decided to repaint some rooms and have the outside siding done again. Winnie the Pooh, not gonna ride right now. It's already got a 30-minute wait. How about the mine train? Let's see what the mine train's doing. Ooh, that is a 91-minute wait for a 1-minute ride. So we are here to take in the new Muppets presentation, the Muppet History show right next to Hall of Presidents. There's Hall of Presidents, and there's where the new Muppet show is going to be emanating from. Are you excited?
I like the Muppets. Yay!
Sir, all ye people gather round and listen well. I've got a satchel full of history's greatest tales to tell. Your hair will stand on end with all the history and such.
Unless, of course, you're bald like me, in which case, not so much.
Hey, Sam! It's Sam Eagle, everybody!
Today we shall salute the Declaration of Independence.
Great moments in history. La 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 la. Great moments in history. And this one features more. And here's what you will take away in all your minds and hearts. Great moments in history, but only the American. Great moments in history, but just the American parts.
So we just wrapped up our fast pass on Peter Pan. That was a lot of fun as always. So kids are going to try and remove the sword. I don't think any of them are going to be able to do it. So now we're going to exit the park, probably go get some lunch over at Disney Springs and relax. Maybe just eat. Maybe just spend the rest of the day eating. Look, there's our friend Mr. Crane. There he is. You know, if they just leave the crane up all the time, there'll be a whole bunch of people who in the future will say, the crane's always been there. I grew up with the crane. I want the crane. So we are exiting Magic Kingdom now. There's the ferry boat, still tons more folks pouring in. And I don't know, I don't think we'll be back here tomorrow. So this is probably farewell to the Magic Kingdom for now. And we're gonna drop some stuff off at the hotel. And then we're gonna go ahead and head over to Disney Springs and grab some food. A lot of people get very emotional when they're leaving the park for the last time or Magic Kingdom or whatever. I don't know if it's because I worked here. We both lived in Florida for a long time, so we've been here so many times. I don't know if it's because we've been going for 40-something years, but neither of us really wells up at all, or it's just kind of like, all right, we'll be back. It's always sad to leave. You don't want to go back to work. We've never really teared up or anything. I mean, I was here every day for 8 years. And we're just not very teary people, I guess. We know we'll be back, and we know we'll be having fun when we do come back. I noticed, I don't know if you noticed this, Annette, but I've noticed that whatever hotel you're staying at, it's always the last one. Always the last one. We're, we stayed at Pop Century, seemed like we were always at the end. We're staying at Port Orleans now. Where are we? At the end. So we made it back to our resort for a little pit stop. And drop some stuff off. And then we're gonna head to Disney Springs. Always nice to return back to the resort for a short little break, right? I wonder if today's the day they leave some hurricanes and daiquiris in our room. Towel animals are nice, but leaving a frozen daiquiri would be even better. we'll drop our stuff off and head back out for food. We're at Disney Springs again, and now we're going to go to Splitsville, but not to bowl. This time we're just going back to eat. It was so good. The one dish that we split yesterday was so good. We think we need to go back there. We're going to actually eat lunch there, and then maybe we'll eat some other places too. We're definitely going to go eat something at Splitsville, give something else a shot, and hopefully have some fun. So we are eating at Splitsville now, and I just got the filet sliders. It comes with the creamy horseradish and an onion ring, and they look great. Two of them for $14 or $15. Been wanting to try these. They look good. Over here, Annette has the club with fries, turkey, tomato, lettuce, bacon. Both of these look great. The food we got here yesterday was great. So let's eat. We just finished eating at Splitsville. We also got a delicious beverage. And so Annette got a club, turkey club. I got the filet sliders. And oh my gosh, the sliders were terrific. They were an appetizer, so a light entree basically. And the sliders were awesome. Very tender, medium rare. So good. It's definitely if you want to eat something that's not so heavy, that's a good choice, because you can definitely get a little bit of food, but it's not overwhelming. So that was really good. How was your club?
It was good. It was a nice, yummy club sandwich. Perfect blend of all things clubbiness.
So that's the second time we've eaten at Splitsville this trip, and if you haven't been there, you got to stop there. The food is terrific, and it was quite busy today. Sunday was definitely a very busy day in there. Bowling, lots of people bowling, lots of people eating, but definitely a good time there.
The infamous.
I found treasure here. I found treasure at Disney Springs. Look at this. Look at this. Anthony, I'm going to need to borrow this for just a couple of days. Just a couple. I'll bring it back. I promise. Next year, maybe 2 years, you can have it back. I want that. We have Pib Extra Float, Barks Root Beer Cream Float, Orange Float,
Cherry Coke.
Cherry. Grape. Sprite.
Coke.
And Coke. So we're going to try these, and I'm sure they're all delicious. Even though it rained really hard earlier, no it didn't. It just threatened. But they closed the pool right when we were wanting to go into the pool. So now it's open again. So we're going to go and spend some time in the pool over here. It was really awesome meeting Anthony and his family earlier. We had a really great time chatting with them.
They're lovely.
And we even got Coke floats. And then we turned our table over to Anthony and his family because they were coming right behind us ordering stuff there. So that was kind of fun. So now we're back at Disney Springs because, well, gosh darn it, we're hungry again. And Disney Springs happens to have good food. We like food here. So we're going to go to Jock Lindsay's, I know, again. And we got to go grab some more everything pretzels. We've been at Disney Springs, I don't know how many,
More than ever.
maybe almost every day. We got a great view here. You can see the EMPA car out here arriving right next to the boathouse. Just across the way, the dockside bar is very busy tonight. And there's some of the boat launches. Carmen, this is for you. You said we had to get this drink. So here on our last night, we still hadn't tried it. We are getting the cool-headed monkey. Gonna give it a go. So now that we've finished eating our pretzels at Jock Lindsay's, we're going to get one last Blaze pizza for the road on our last night. And we got a pizza with Italian meatballs, pepperoni, bacon, mushrooms, shredded mozzarella, ovellini chunks, green peppers, mushrooms. This looks awesome. Agua fresca, prickly pear beverage, or a blood orange lemonade. Those drinks are great. They're really good. All right, so remember, kids, have a good time all the time.